On my 17th birthday, I hiked into a forest and disappeared. It was Andrew's idea. The forest, not the disappearance. Pine trees flashed by my window as we drove along a dirt road. Cloud cover deepened the shade of the woods, promising a summer storm. "Your dad's okay with us coming up here?" I sat in the middle seat of Andrew's pickup, my leg a breath from touching his. His mouth tilted up at one side. "I always explore when I come for Christmas." That wasn't an answer. "By the way, you're invited this year, if you want." His invitation trailed off. He glanced over at me, then back at the road. "My mom would kill to have another girl around." Christmas with Andrew Knoll. That would be something. I watched him drive and felt myself smile. We pulled onto a long driveway, stopping in front of a 2-story house. Large window panes glistened beneath gables, reflecting the evergreen forest that surrounded us. I eyed the structure. "You call this a cabin? I'm pretty sure it's bigger than my house." When I had imagined the place, I always pictured logs and mud. Andrew laughed. "It's not as great as it looks. The hot water tank goes out half the time. Besides, we're not here for the cabin. We're here for the trees." The Knowles owned 100 acres in the mountains above town. Private, gated property. Andrew's mom liked to say the woods were haunted. Andrew said they were beautiful. I was just glad to be outside, to be with him. I slid out of the truck onto the pavement. The air smelled like rain and pine sap, a welcome change from the dry valley below. "Tree therapy." Andrew closed the truck door and flashed a smile. "You ready?" I nodded and followed him to a path on the other side of the driveway. Tree therapy was our thing, an excuse to spend time together over the summer when we weren't in school. I had learned about it in biology class, how some doctors prescribed walks in the woods to help their patients. So now, that's what we called our hikes. But today's hike was different. Special. It was the Saturday before my 17th birthday, and this was our way of celebrating. Last year, my mom had thrown a party. Balloons and cake, and half the town on the guest list. That was before she got really sick. This year, Andrew claimed birthday planning dibs, as if someone was going to fight him for it. I didn't want a party. Too many questions about how I was doing. Questions I didn't know how to answer now that she was gone. The trees were better than anything I could have asked for. Ferns and branches brushed our shoes with dew as we made our way along the path. "Who built this trail?" I asked. "My great-grandpa cleared it. For good reason." Andrew quickened his step. "You'll see. Soon enough." For a while we walked in silence. I didn't mind the quiet. Liked it, even. We always acted like tree therapy was a joke, but I actually thought there was something to it. A breeze blew my hair over my shoulder, snagging the thin strands on a branch. I stopped, caught. Things were always getting stuck in my hair. Jacket zippers, door handles. But I refused to cut it. It was the same long chestnut as my mom's, though hers had been thick and curly, not a curtain of limp snares. Andrew laughed, reaching to help me detangle. "Thanks." I lowered my hands and let him work at the snag. This close, I could feel his warmth. I was always aware of him, especially aware of the distance between us. My heart beat faster, and heat crept up my neck. Great. A blush would make my skin even patchier than normal. I hoped he wouldn't notice.